excited to show you guys what we're painting tonight. So this is it. This is the final countdown to joining my tribe and the last live painting I'm gonna be doing with you guys. So I'm super excited. It's been a fun few days overall, minus yesterday, but we've bounced back from that. We're doing okay. All right, so let me get this activated here. Okay, we're getting ready to go. Do you guys want to see what we're painting tonight? By the way, let me know if anyone's having a drink with me. Anyone having any wine? I'm having a little Moscato tonight. But I wanted to show you guys this. Check out. If you didn't catch my live earlier, it's my new Tribe Sister sign. So after I get done with the painting that I'm going to show you guys tonight, I have the list of names of all the new tribe members, and I am handwriting all of their names on these little petals on this piece of art. And I'm painting the frame gold, not doing that tonight. And then this is going to hang above my workstation. So I'm super excited about it. If you missed that live, you can go back and watch how I did this and put the lettering on and everything. I had it already pre-painted, so I did that background first. But I've got a list of all the women. We have over 142 women who have signed up and are Tribe Sisters with us. We are so excited, and this is your last chance to join. So you have until midnight tonight. So it is the final countdown. And I wanted to go live one more time and make sure you guys don't have any last minute questions for me. If you are a Tribe Sister, and I see Christina's already done it, that would be awesome. All my Tribe Sisters on here, I want you to hashtag Tribe Sister and let them know you're here. And if I miss a question that someone asks and you can answer it, by all means, do so. And we'll have a little special guest coming in later tonight. Yes, Darlene, we will get t-shirts. I promise you. Once we get through this, then the next thing is going towards the t-shirts. So, and I'm going to show you guys another little gift that you're getting when you become a Tribe Sister. And if you already are one, you will be getting this as well. But I had to wait to see how many we got in this week because I'm going to make one big order. But every one of you is going to get some little happy mail from me and get this little Proud Tribe Sister. This is our logo, one of them. I have the Inner Tribe logo, and the ladies like the Proud Tribe Sister. So this is a little sticker that you can do like what I've done and put it on your cup, or you can put it on the glass window of your car, whatever you want to do. You're going to get some happy mail with that little sticker in there for you also. And they're just fun. So, should I show you guys what we're painting tonight? Or should I get all my colors on here first? You might be able to tell by the colors that I'm using which one we're painting. So if you missed it, I did a post earlier today and I gave people 2 options of paintings that I could teach tonight, and the one with the most votes is the one we are doing. And it's actually the one I really wanted to do, but I thought it would be fun to give you guys options. Hey Susan, she's a newbie. Hey friend, hey Kara. All right, you guys ready to see what we're doing? I printed it off because I didn't want to go dig through my 500 originals downstairs and find this one because it was one of the very first paintings that I did, and I don't know where it is, but it's buried. So I have all my images of all my paintings on my computer, and I'm like, I'll just print it off and show them. Hey, Miss Kimberly Turner. Okay, so I saw your name pop up and it totally confused me. I was like, but she was already in, but I remembered you had to take a break. So that was one question that I did have that I can go ahead and address right away. If you become a tribe sister, you are not locked in to any kind of commitment. You can cancel at any time. I don't hold you hostage inside of my group. I want you to stay, and I think you'll have fun in there. But life happens, things happen. You're not required to stay in for a certain amount of time. I will say, this is the very last time it will ever be $47 a month for everything that is included. So that price will be going up, and we do not open doors again until March 2020. So if you're on the fence about it, I would say jump in, because this is the last time you're going to get everything I'm offering at $47 a month. But you can cancel at any time. You just have to, when you want to join back, you have to do like what Kimberly just did. She had to wait until the doors opened again, and then you join at whatever that then current rate is. So we also have a yearly option, which is $470 for the entire year. So if you know you're just gung-ho and ready to go and you want to save some extra money, you can do the annual plan, and it's $470 for the year, so you get 2 months for free that way. And we had a lot of ladies do that because they're like, well, I already know I want to stay. And we've had several monthly girls. You can change what you're doing. So if you start monthly and then you fall in love and you're like, man, I should have done the yearly, so I saved 2 months, you can switch to the yearly. And then from that point forward, it would be $470 for your next 12 months. So it's you can switch. You can't switch from yearly back to monthly, though, to make that clear. Once you're yearly, you're yearly. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Rhonda. And Kathy and Lynette. Thank you for sharing. All right, who do you guys know that loves painting? Do you have anyone out there? Make sure they see this before it's too late. So have them come join us tonight. Have them paint with us. Here is what we are painting. This was the winner. This is my cherry blossom tree. You guys want to do this one tonight? So I'm glad you chose this one because it uses one of my favorite backgrounds also. And I happen to have a blank 18 by 18 canvas. This was done on a 16 by 20. Obviously, I'm just holding a print off. But tonight, I'm going to do it on a square, which I think is going to be even cooler looking. So this is one of those circular backgrounds. If you guys got my 4-part video series, I talked to you about these kind of backgrounds and I showed you how to do them. So, all right, I'm gonna get a large flat here. Miss Christie is on here, so we're a double Christie team, Christie squared. You get me as your teacher, and Christie Wells is the back end, background, the everything to my business, and our community manager inside the Inner Tribe Facebook group. So Christie's on here, and she'll post the link for you again if you missed it, and she's going to help me answer any questions that you have, so just in case I miss them. And if you are a tribe sister and you're already on here, comment hashtag tribe sister. Let me know you're here. We are gonna, so I just got some different colors. So this is what we're doing tonight. I'm gonna set this here. Then you guys can see it. But I painted this like 6 years ago, so I don't wanna do it exactly the same. So I'm gonna change it up a little. I do think I want maybe this dark blue. We'll grab some of this navy. I like when I do these circular backgrounds to have a transition from dark to light because it really draws your eye into the center. Look at all these tribe sisters on here. All right, once I start painting, I'm gonna go over some brief details about the tribe for those of you that are new and may not know what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna start with white, and I'm gonna grab, I decided to do, it's called Sea Breeze, and if I don't like this, I can paint over it, but I'm gonna go with Sea Breeze. And I'm gonna start in the middle with a big circle. So I'm gonna kind of hold this up here for a little bit till I get it a little easier for me to paint this way than it is completely upside down. Not that it matters too much with a circle, but I just want to be able to see what I'm doing. So this is some Sea Breeze, which is like a mint green and white. I may pull a little bit more white in here. And see how I am moving my entire arm? It's like a workout. The reason I do that, because if I stayed here and I'm trying to make this circle and I just do this and I just move my wrist, guess what's going to happen? It's going to look like this. You see what's happening? We get like an egg shape, and that is not what we want. We want a circular shape. So move your arm. And then I'm going to pick out my second color. This, I don't know what this color is called, but it's like a darker teal. And it's going to start looking like a bullseye. I see new tribe sister on here. Welcome, Becky Jo. And Melinda's on. Don't worry, Christy. Don't worry. I didn't forget. After we get this background done, we have a special guest that's going to be joining us. Just wanted to give a chance to let everyone get settled before they come on. So you guys see what I'm starting to do here? Now I'm going to flip it back this way, and hopefully you guys can still see this. Painting at an angle is not ideal for getting a perfect circle. So it's going to look, like I said, kind of like a bullseye at first. And then what I'm going to want to do is keep blending. You want to move fast with these types of backgrounds because you want your paint to be wet on all levels that you're painting. See how I'm smoothing that back out and it looks less like a bullseye. So to do that, you want to make sure you're blending both colors together. Now, if I get this too darker than I want, I can just pick up a little bit of my white and mint and start back in the center and just try to transition that back out again. But you guys see how much movement I'm doing with my arms. Hey Jerry, welcome. Hey Carol, welcome. We got a new tribe sister. Thank you for sprinkling the love. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your friends on here. And by sprinkling, we just mean pass it along. Let your friends know about it. All right, so I'm transitioning to some blues here. I'm picking up a little of my cobalt, but I still have that teal in there. Hey, Shelly. Shelly's a new tribe sister. If you're just joining and you're a tribe sister, type in hashtag tribe sister so you guys can find each other. Tell each other hi so we can welcome you. I don't know everyone's names yet, so you got to tell me when you're hopping on if you're a new member. You guys can still see this okay at this angle, right? You can kind of see what I'm doing. So it's the same thing I just showed you. I'm just adding a new color on. And I'm doing the same thing. Blending those so it doesn't look like a bullseye. Hey, Miss Terry. Destiny, hello. Shelly said you'll know me well. She was excited to join. She was waiting. She was waiting anxiously for those doors to open. And I have this question a lot from people. Why do I close the doors? And there are a few reasons why I do that. If I am constantly leaving the doors open to my membership, I can never fully focus on my membership because then I'm still trying to talk to you guys about it and let you know that it's something I have to offer. So it stops the promotion period. Now, you're probably sick of me this week because I have been on here for 4 days straight. And if you're on my email list, you've gotten lots of emails. But it's because I don't want people to say I didn't know about it. You have to be under a rock, hiding away somewhere, if you don't know that the Inner Tribe is open right now. But we are. So that's one reason. I don't want to be in constant promotion mode and telling you guys about it. I want to, just chill, relax, not always be talking about it. But the other reason why I close the doors is because it allows me to focus 100% on my members. So I've been coming on a lot and painting with you guys and doing this, and I will every once in a while. I'll come on and do some little painting things with you. But my membership, they pay for that level. So to be a member, it's $47 a month. And for that, they get 3 full paintings with me every month. I mean, start to finish, like some of the best paintings that I do. Some from my history of painting for the last 6 years. Some of them are brand new and I'm still coming up with. So like for October, we're doing that new pumpkin that I just did with the little crow sitting on it. But there's 2 that I haven't even painted yet. We're doing a scarecrow, but it's not done yet. Look what happened. We'll come back and fix that. Don't worry about mistakes. If it's real heavy, you can get the big drop off. But I want to be able to focus 100% on my tribe and give all of my energy to them. So they get 3 full paintings with me a month. And then I am inside that group. We have our own private Facebook group where everyone shares their paintings, and that's where I teach live. And I teach live with them like this, except it's an aerial view. So they're seeing exactly what I'm doing. And so they can ask me questions while we're painting. It's super interactive. They can ask me to go back over a step if they, didn't understand something I said. And then those videos are available 24/7. You do not have to watch me live. Most people don't. But we have a handful that are able to be there with me when I do them. But I am in there Monday through Friday answering questions, looking at your posts. If you're posting and you're telling me you're struggling with something, or Christy, I painted this and I don't know what to do here, I'll come in and I'll comment and I'll help you figure out what to do, and I'll give you advice on how you can fix that. I've had a lot of messages this week of people asking me for personal one-on-one consulting, coaching, teaching. I don't do that. The only way to get that from me is by becoming a member of my tribe, because I do not have time. Y'all, I've got 3 kids that are in 3 activities all over the place. This is a miracle that I'm even home tonight. We had 4 volleyball games last week. I don't have time for personal consulting. So if that's the kind of teaching that you want, that's what you get inside my membership. But on top of that, you get to be a part of this amazing community. All these tribe sisters that I'm having jump on here. Say you're a tribe sister if you're on here. They are a phenomenal group of ladies. I'm not going to paint all these edges because I won't be able to pick it up. But they are so supportive, and inside this group is where you are able to post your work and post your struggles and your successes. And as soon as you do, you're going to be lifted up, because these sisters come in and they comment and they tell you what they love about your painting, and they are there for you all the time. And I've seen so many friendships form from it, and I've seen this amazing ripple effect of me sharing the joy of painting with them, and then they in turn share that with others. We have women who are going to Alzheimer's homes and helping these older people paint who haven't probably painted in years, if ever. And the joy on their faces from doing that is priceless. We've had women who, like Gail, who was able to raise money for her youth group so they could go on a trip by selling her paintings that she's doing inside of our tribe. We have women starting their own businesses and doing paint parties. We have people who have never picked up a paintbrush before and have painted for the first time, and they can't believe they did it. And they're building confidence in themselves. Like, it's amazing what's happening inside of there, and it can only happen in that kind of environment. So hopefully that kind of gives you an insight of what it's like to be a tribe sister and be a part of it. I am going to scroll back over some of these comments really quick and just make sure in my rambling that I didn't miss a lot. Let's see. I think we just have a ton of tribe sisters on here. That's awesome. Elizabeth is a new tribe sister. Welcome, Elizabeth. And all of your guys' names are being added to this piece of art later. All right, so let me show you where I'm at. Isn't this a pretty sky so far? Do you guys like it? Minus my mistake in the middle. Hello, Charlotte. So that little mistake in the middle, instead of, I don't want to rinse my other brush yet. It's got my dark blue in it, and instead of rinsing it, I'm just going to grab another one, because guess what? I have about 500 brushes here, so I can do that. And I'm just going to get my white and mint and just blend that back in. And if you want, let me show you this really quick. If you want this inner circle to have kind of like a halo effect, I've just got a little bit of white on here, and I'm just kind of lightly dragging it, and it catches the grooves of the canvas, and it kind of gives you like this halo effect. I've got so much glare from that light. So you can decide how much texture and movement and brush strokes you want your sky to be. I do all of mine different. Like, I love this background. Some of them are super, super smooth, and some of them I start adding the streaks in. Sounded like someone was falling through my curtain. Thank you, Cheryl. Welcome, Teresa. Angie, or Angela, I am painting on an 18 by 18 tonight. Hey, Miss Melissa, new tribe sister. Hi, Judy. That is what we're painting tonight. So I'm switching again. Hold on. I got another big brush over here. We're gonna use this one. I'm leaving the dark blue in the paint right now, and I don't want to rinse it because I know I'm getting ready to use it again. Because when you're painting dark blue, it's very, very transparent. It's very translucent. You're going to be able to see the streaks through there. So most of the time, it's going to need a second coat. But when you are painting, you do not want to put a second coat of acrylic on while this is still wet, because it's not going to help you. It's going to make you mad, and it's going to glop up, and you're not going to like it. It's going to start catching and just pulling your paint around. But once you let it dry, and you'll know that because it's not shiny anymore. Once you let this dry, then you can go back over with the dark blue again, and you won't see all those streaks in there. So I'm going back to my center a little bit more. This glare from this gigantic light in my face is kind of messing with me being able to see what I want this to look like. So again, huge arm movements. And you can do this when you're painting this at home. Just because you started on your circle and then you moved on to the dark doesn't mean you can't come back to your center. A lot of times I usually do 2 full coats on a background like this. Yes, let it dry. We have these sayings inside our tribe. Let it dry is most definitely one of them. Trust the process, because sometimes I'm telling the ladies to do something with their brush strokes, and they're like, I don't think Christy knows what she's talking about. Just trust the process. It'll all come together. Or when I tell them to leave, don't focus too much on one section. Just keep going. Because sometimes you just have to wait for things to come together. So see how I'm kind of getting that halo effect? I found that I'm really used to standing when I paint, and I don't think I realized how much I'm used to that until I sit here and do these videos with you guys. I'm almost always standing over at my station at the wall. Yes, just like in life. That's what we decided. So inside the group also, you guys get a ton of feedback with me I'm constantly asking what you want, what can I improve, what can we do now? But I let the ladies help me decide on a t-shirt design, and the phrase that they wanted on there was trust the process. So that's what our t-shirts are going to be. And I'm finalizing those. Hopefully we'll have them ready by next month. I'm making no promises right now. It depends on a lot of things because we have some stuff that has popped up that we weren't prepared for. So I'm not going to promise a deadline on the t-shirts, but they are in the works. All right, so this is my second coat is all the way out to the teal, and now I left this brush sitting over here in my paint, and it's got a navy and like a cobalt blue on it. And I'm gonna go back and fill this in. Christy, could you do me a favor? I don't know if there's a, well, I don't know. You might be able to just copy and paste it from the post or the description at the top. But if you would put in the comments just so people can see them and it pops up, kind of a summary of everything that the inner tribe includes, just so they're not trying to remember everything I'm saying right now, because I know it's a lot and they're trying to watch me paint and process this whole thing. The other thing you do get is my entire library of videos that I have taught with my tribe. That is over 45 full tutorials. You get instant access to them. So as soon as you become a member, you log into the website. Those are not in our Facebook group. So we have a membership site that Christy has designed for me that has all of the tutorials on one page. And there is a 1.5 years worth of stuff in there. And there's also a whole section of technique videos, a whole section of live Q&As that are filled with information. Probably a lot of those questions that are bouncing around in your head right now, they're probably answered in those live Q&As. So you can kind of see with this background, you just kind of keep going. And like I said, I'm moving fairly quickly because I'm adding the second level of paint and I want it to blend with this teal. I think I'm going to have to pull some of the teal back out. So basically what I do is I get both colors on my brush. I get teal and blue on there at the same time, and where they're meeting and it starts looking a little bullseye-ish, that's where I smooth it out. So I'm liking the colors in this one tonight. What do you guys think of this background? It's a little different than the original. Hey Rosalind, hey Renee. So this was the original, which was kind of, I think it was just like a dark blue and a turquoise and white. And then for the one I did tonight, I did navy and cobalt, teal, and like a sea breeze. Thank you, Christy. All right. So I'm gonna let this dry for a minute. And I promised there would be a special guest. So I'll be right back. Let me prop this up so you guys can just enjoy looking at the painting momentarily. And I'll be right back. Kathy, I'm going to let Christy answer your question. She's in charge of all that stuff. So anytime you have any questions like that, just email her. She just put the link in there for you. All right? I'll be right back, guys. You can come and get it in just a minute. You can introduce me. say, I'm introducing to you.
I'm introducing to you.
Sophie wanted to introduce me. Your special guest, Bob Ross, is here to finish the painting with you.
Goodbye, everybody.
Sophie's leaving. She had to come get her phone. You can't have a paint party without Bob. If it wasn't for Bob, I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be teaching you guys how to paint. Everyone's curious. I'm just going back and reading. Sophie really wanted to come in and introduce me though. Yeah, guys, if you have any tech issues, don't put them in the post because that just gets lost. Just use that email that Christy gave you, and that's going to be the best way to get the help that you need. So I only thought it appropriate to be Bob for the rest of the painting because after all, we're painting a happy little tree. One of my favorite trees to paint. All right, if you have any Bob Ross fans, you can let him know. He's on. He's back. Now I have to get this paint open. I thought I grabbed an open bottle, but of course I did not. And I put all my sharp tools away. Well, that would be next time, maybe next time, Deb, I can find a little stuffed chipmunk to have on my shoulder with me. I'm glad you guys like it. So Halloween is actually one of my favorite holidays, and I love dressing up. So I have all kinds of wigs. But I had to have the Bob Ross wig. Thank you, Judy. I miss Bob too. Hey, you know, Bob is still on Netflix. But I grew up painting with Bob. Like, seriously, when I was a kid, I would do that instead of watching cartoons sometimes. Because for the same reason you guys did. One, it was fascinating. Two, he has the most peaceful, calm voice ever created. And I just loved watching a painting come together. So hopefully I can be a little Bob Ross for you and you guys can enjoy watching this painting come together with our happy little tree. Uh-oh, someone sent me an angry emoji. Someone's mad. Susan said, I am taking a class by a Bob Ross instructor in a couple weeks. Group watch. Yes, I did too. PBS, baby. All the time. All right, so the next thing we're going to do, and I'm just going to use a round brush. I'm going to get some burnt umber and a little black. And I'm going to start kind of like an S, just like a little curve. And then I'm going to widen that out at the end. And I'll show you guys this once I get it on here. Now I'm kind of getting in my Zen Bob Ross mode. Everyone's trees are going to be different. There's no right or wrong. Your tree can go as big as you want it or as small as you want it. Let's have this branch kind of break out here. And then I'm going to go back and thicken these bottom ones. Now, I did not wait for the paint to dry. You guys can't see what I'm doing. So that is the start of our tree. Just a big curvy tree trunk. We've got some basic branches on there. I'll try to pull this a little bit closer so you guys can see a little more. All right, so we've talked a lot about what's inside the inner tribe. Do you guys have any questions for me? Is there anything I haven't covered? I'll give you guys a few minutes to think of any if you have them. I think and I'll let some of my tribe sisters that are on here speak to this. I think I'm actually going to flip this over. I'll do my branches upside down for you guys. A lot of the women that joined the tribe, they joined because they wanted to learn how to paint. And then I think it became much more to that, more than that for them. And now it's about the bond that they've created and what painting has done for their life. And I know it sounds maybe silly to say, but it's so not. And I didn't even realize this. When I started this, a year and a half ago, I had no idea what this would turn into. I had no idea that me teaching people how to paint would end up helping people in their life, like helping them, like build their confidence, like be an emotional release for them, be a stress reliever. I've had someone tell me it's helped them with their depression. I've struggled from depression my entire life, and painting has always been one of my therapies for that, and one of my outlets where I can just let things go and focus on what I'm creating, and it takes your mind off of things. So I've seen it change so much, and I've seen what people can do with it, and then they take what they can learn, and it may seem like something simple, but they're able to, give these gifts to someone. Well, you have no idea what your piece of art, no matter how small it is, could mean to someone. If they're having a terrible day and you give them a piece of art and bring them joy, it's all about spreading the joy. And it's amazing to me to see what's happening in this community and the ripple effect of what painting can do. And it's so not just painting. That's why people come, but it's not why they stay. They stay because it ends up being life-changing. And for some of these women, and it wasn't their intention when they joined. Now they're teaching paint parties or they're selling work, and it's their retirement plan. And they never saw it coming. The same way I never saw this coming. I had no intentions of ever having an online business. I thought I'd always teach paint parties. I didn't even know this was a possibility for me. And now God has taken it and turned it into what He has turned into. And I'm just in awe of it, and I'm so thankful that you guys allow me to get to live my dream of teaching you painting and teaching you art. And I'm just so blessed to get to lead you in this group of women. It means the world to me, and it's probably the best thing outside of my kids and my husband, obviously. It's been the best thing for our family, though. And it's not only allowing me to reach more people and touch more people's lives, which in turn are touching other people's lives, but it's also given me more time back with my family. And I have more time with my girls and my husband. And so it's just a huge, huge blessing. And I just want to thank you guys for that too. But I want you to also think of what it could do for you. Like, what would it change in your life if you had painting, if you had that stress relief, or maybe you need the extra money? Thinking outside the box. Thank you, Catherine. Oh my gosh, Cindy said she joined as an early bird on Saturday, and she has painted 5 paintings already. That is awesome. Thank you so much, Sharon. It makes my heart so happy when I see people who when I meet them, I hear it all the time. I can't draw a stick figure. I've never painted before. I'm not creative. I don't have a creative bone in my body. I hear those things all the time. And you guys are probably sick of me saying this now, but I'm going to say it anyways. God was the original creator, right? He created everything we have here on earth, and he created us. And the Bible tells us that he created us in his image. And if we're in his image and he's a creator, then we are creators too. And he gave all of us that ability. Some of us have just not had it brought out yet. Becky didn't even find this part of herself until she was 70 years old. It's not too late. And now it's a huge part of her life. Now her daughter's teaching paint parties and her grandson loves to paint now. None of that would have happened had she not started painting. And she told me the other day, she's like, now this is something, there's not a lot that her and her daughter share together. This is a love, this is an interest, this is a hobby that they can share together. But every single one of you out there who might be thinking those thoughts and saying, well, that's great, and all these ladies are amazing and they can do this. Most of the women that you see commenting on here and saying tribe sister, most of those women, when they came to me, they had never painted before. So everyone can do this. And I teach people who have never painted before. I've been doing it for 6 years, and I have taught thousands, literally thousands of women how to paint who have never painted before. And I can teach you how to paint too. I break everything down into easy step-by-step directions, instructions, whatever you want to call them. So believe in yourself and give yourself a chance. And, you know, it's like I said earlier, there is no commitment. You can try this out. And if you're nervous, most people are nervous when they start, and then they do one, and then they get the support and the feedback, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is fun. And a lot of them will tell you, and then it becomes addictive. And painting is all you want to do, right? And I understand. But give it a chance. You're not locked into anything. If it ends up not being for you, that's okay. But at least you tried, and maybe there's another creative outlet that you know is pulling at you that you want to try out. Kathy just said this has been a lifetime dream of hers to paint, and now that dream is coming true. So Kathy's been in my group for several months, and that's so awesome. That's so awesome to hear. What else do we have here? Oh, Brenda just saw some Bob Ross originals. Oh, that's fun. Thank you so much. All right, so we've got our tree on. The last thing we have to do is to add our cherry blossoms on there. And I like to use my angled brush. I'm gonna go into red and pick up a little bit of white with it. And we're just gonna start, and like we're gonna make all of them have like 5 petals each. And I'm just gonna rotate around. And we'll probably come back and add second coats to these, but look how pretty that is right off the bat. Getting that bright color on there. Oh, Lynette, that's awesome. She's a Social Easel addict. And see how I'm just turning my brush so that that angled tip is at the end. And then I'm just pulling it back to center. And then all of these are different sizes. So I may have some smaller ones over here. And again, this is an abstract painting. I'm not trying to be super realistic or anything here. I can make these flowers wherever I want them to be. And so can you. There is no right or wrong. It's your painting. You can make it exactly how you want it. You can pick different colors. Now I love these colors together. I love bright reds and blues and oranges together. You could even pick up a little bit of orange with your red. That would be really pretty. And then we're gonna have some little baby ones in here too. And then some that are just the petals floating away. And I'm trying to avoid anywhere where I have super wet Let's see, I think I want a big one right here. And if you want them bigger, I'm pushing down harder. Can you guys see that? So just push down a little harder with your brush. Maybe I'll add another big one up here. It's just a fun, whimsical tree. I'm just gonna keep rotating this so I can get to these angles better. And then I have some like that are little, maybe buds that haven't opened all the way up, or petals that are falling. Candy, we've already had one business speaker come in, and that is something that is once a month, is either a guest artist or a guest speaker. And so we've had Ashley come in, who answered a lot of business questions. By the way, she's giving us a little bonus. I forgot to pull that up too. I'll pull that up in just a second. I'll pull it up on my messenger. And then Miss Christie Wells, who is my community manager, is on here, and she is going to be our guest speaker this month to answer business questions. So it is not a heavily business related group. It is mostly about painting. That's my passion, and that's what I really, really love to do. And so if you guys want more business coaching or need more advice on what to do with different areas of your life, not your life, of your business, I know the people to send you to. So it's about having those connections and knowing where to send you depending on the help that you need. Because it's all those people who helped get me to where I'm at. I definitely did not do it on my own. Yes, you could do, Cindy, you could do a dogwood if you wanted to. I'll have to hold this up for a minute and kind of see where I want some more flower petals. And I just use the angled brush, have those leaves. I'm just kind of pushing down with the brush. I'll show you guys. So just to have these little ones fall, you just kind of let the brush do its thing. And then we've got to come in and make our centers on these. That one's a little lopsided. We'll just add an extra in there. So what do you guys think so far? I might need another branch coming up here. It's a little open. We'll just put some little red buds on the end of this. Maybe one more flower up here. What do you guys think so far? Do you like it? Now I'm going to go back in my white and just grab some white with a different brush. And we're just going to load this up and start coming down in the centers here. And that's how fast it comes together. And I, of course, could add more detail to it and play with it a little bit more, but sometimes I like to let a painting sit for a little bit and kind of decide where I think something needs to be added. Teresa, this is, oh, you're talking about, oh, I know what you're talking about. This is completely different than that cherry blossom. So this is a, I was like, this isn't in the vault. This is a different painting. So yes, I have a pink cherry blossom one inside the vault with a different kind of background that's more of like those abstract brush strokes. But I love this one. It's just really fun to do, and you guys could do this in so many different colors. All right, Bob Ross is going away because it's really hot in this wig. And back to my messy bun. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed tonight. And, oh, I know, I was gonna tell you Ashley's little surprise bonus if you join Tribe tonight. Let me jump over here to her message. So, a little bit about Ashley Rates. She's a sign maker out of Missouri also. And she has started using reusable stencils, which I'm super excited about because I've never used them before. She as, let me make sure I'm reading this correctly to you. As a bonus, if you join my tribe tonight, she is going to come into the group next month, and she is going to teach us how to use reusable stencils. So that is an added bonus, something I know nothing about. And this is why it pays to have all these creative friends, because they all come in and they're guest speakers. Just to kind of give you an idea of who else is coming in. Most of you probably know who Miss Tamara Bennett is, if you want to know how to do a door hanger. Tamara's going to be coming in with something. Casey Hope with Pizzazz Art Studio is going to be coming in with something. And some fall lettering project for us. Cindy is going to be coming in with some glass art from Art Shattered. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Those are just a few of the ones that I know. They're my best girlfriends. And we love to pop in each other's groups and just give you guys little bonuses. And that's what they do for me. So that's an extra bonus for you as they come in and give us all these little treats. So that's an extra bonus that Ashley's doing, and that gives you an idea of some of our upcoming speakers. We are focused on Christie this month with business, and then we go into extra fun creative things, because I want your fourth quarter, if you're a creative, if you want to sell, or if you just want to give gifts to people, I want you to have so much to choose from in the group that you're just beside yourself. I read the best comment this morning, Linda Webb. I don't know if she's on here, but she said joining Tribe is like having Christmas every day. She has had so much fun, and she literally never painted before 2 weeks ago when she did the fall chapel with me. So we have so much fun stuff. I have so many ideas in my head that I have not even put on canvas yet or sketched out that I already know that I'm bringing to you guys, in addition to some of my best-selling fall and Christmas and winter pieces that we're going to do. So I'm super excited. Tonight's the night to join. You have until midnight. $47 a month, or $470 for the year. You get 3 paintings with me, brand new, every single month. I teach live in the Facebook group. If you don't catch them live, you can watch them whenever you want to. They stay in there, and you have 24/7 access to them. The 4th week, we have a guest artist or speaker, like I've been talking about. We have our private Facebook community, which I think is worth the whole price alone with these ladies. And you have the membership vault with over 45 videos, full tutorials, in addition to the live Q&As and technique videos, and a new section we just added with templates that are going to allow you to transfer images onto your canvases without freehanding them. So this is literally for any level. If you've never painted before, or if you want more ideas for your business. A lot of people are saying, well, so do we have rights? Do we have rights to your artwork for our businesses? And the answer is yes. So if you teach paint parties, you have my permission to take my designs and use those at your local paint parties. And these are paintings that I have sold out time and time again. So yes, you have permission to do that, and you have permission to sell whatever original work that you make from my tribe. You have permission to sell that in Etsy, craft shows, one-on-one to people, whatever you want to do. The only stipulation I have with reproducing my work is you cannot take one of my tutorials that I've taught online and turn around and teach it online. So that's about it. And then you get extra bonuses, freebies, contests, all that good stuff that I do inside of Tribe, and anything new that I come out with, whether it's kids classes or a seasonal boot camp that is something I do outside of our Tribe membership, you get an exclusive discount on that nobody else does, and you're always the first to know about it. So you get some VIP level stuff in there. All right, let me see if I have any questions. I don't think I do. All right, girls, I'm going to jump off for tonight. I can't wait to have you join Tribe. I'm going to get busy writing some names over here on our new Tribe Sisters piece of art. So everyone that joins Tribe, I have over 140 names to add to this thing already. Eventually, it's going to have all the names of everyone in our group. We have over 350 members in our group right now, and all of their names are going on these flower petals in the back. I'm painting the frame gold, and this is hanging on my wall above my workstation so I can read all of your guys' names all the time. So I'm super excited to be adding you to here, and I'll post some pictures later so you can find your name on there. All right, everyone, have a great night, and I will see you later. Bye.